Hello there, it's Hillary, and welcome back for another Creative Faith video. Today I am going to be doing an Easter Bible journaling page, so really excited to document and reflect on Easter, on Jesus' death and resurrection, and just the hope of new life that this brings. I pulled two printables that are available in my Etsy shop. This one is called Easter Icons and Phrases, and I will have this linked in the description box below if you haven't picked it up yet. I made it in 2021. So if you have this in your stash, be sure to pull it out, print it again, and use it you can journal along with me in this video if you want. And it has some different icons for Palm Sunday, for the Last Supper, for Jesus' death on the cross, and of course his resurrection with the empty tomb. And then it also comes with all these different phrases. So I pulled this one, and then I also pulled my alcohol ink pattern paper printable, and this is volume 3. And so it has these beautiful colors in it. And so what I'm going to do is kind of recreate this page that I did in 2021. And I do have a process video, I think, for this that I can link down below if I can find it. And so I just love how it's like this beautiful sunrise coming out of the empty tomb. And so I wanted to recreate this, but I wanted to do it in a slightly different way. And I remembered I had these alcohol ink pattern papers I made. So I thought I could kind of sort of use this to recreate this scene, is my game plan. And our pastor is preaching on the end of Matthew for Easter this year, but I already have that page filled. So I thought I would do it here in the book of Mark and focus here on how the women went early in the morning to the tomb at the rising of the sun. And so that is what my pastor is going to be talking about on Easter, is the new day and new life and new hope. So that's kind of what I've gathered. I've also been thinking a lot about this song called Glorious Day, and I will have a link to this YouTube video down below if you want to listen to this song if you've never heard it. But it talks about, it says, "You called my name, then I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day." And so I just love that theme. And as my pastor was talking, because I work on staff at church, if you didn't know that, and as he was kind of talking about his theme for Easter, I thought of this song. And so I wanted to maybe kind of incorporate some of the lyrics in it somehow. So let's get started. I am using this journaling Bible, and this is my second journaling Bible. It is the King James Version. I don't know if this still exists, but I did recently do a flip through of my very first journaling Bible, and this is my second journaling Bible. And so if you'd like to see a flip through of this, be sure to comment below and let me know. That would be fun to film. This one is not as full as the first Bible, and so I do still work in here. And this Bible I got to be my Creative Faith Bible. So everything, I'm pretty sure everything in here is a Creative Faith printable, which is pretty amazing. So I'm going to do the tomb, I think, over here. And then I was going to try and draw and cut like sunrise coming out of the tomb. So I haven't totally figured out yet how I'm going to do this. So it kind of started small and went big. I have a pencil to sketch. I don't want to kind of waste the paper. Maybe I'll just do it one at a time. So comment below, what are your plans for Easter? I would love to hear what you're up to. Or if you're watching this after Easter, what did God teach you? through the Easter worship service you went to. I'd love to hear all that. If you have any special plans with your family for Easter, that's always fun to hear. All right, so I got the yellow one sketched. I feel like this is gonna be a little tricky. So now I'm gonna do the orange. I want to make them kind of big so that it kind of, I want it to maybe start to cover the whole page with bright color. I liked how I did in the Matthew, how it was the death on one side and resurrection on the other, but I feel like I just this time kind of want to focus on the good news and the joy of the resurrection. This year needs good news. All right. And I'm hoping I will be able to get it through the crack on the page. That might be a little bit on the trickier side sometimes. So my thought was to do 2 of each color besides the yellow. So the yellow will be in the middle, and then the other colors will be kind of going out. Need to angle that one more because of the corner there, but I think that's looking all right. So we've done yellow and kind of the orangey color. So next I have pink, and then lastly I'll do purple. Maybe I should start with this side this time because there's way less room there. And get sprawl out like that. It's a lot of clear sticker paper that I printed on. And I always have my favorite clear sticker paper linked in the description box below. So if you have ever watched any YouTube video, that's where that lives. If you're wondering, my favorite sticker paper. I think that's looking very nice. So then I have over here a much smaller version, which is good. And then we'll have a lot of leftover paper that I can use on some different projects. All right, and then lastly, we have a purple. And try and sketch it. These big rays. I think this is gonna look really neat. I was excited when I remembered that I had these printables because I thought, oh, that is just going to be so perfect for this sunrise effect. Sunrise. Oh, I think that looks very cool. All right, and then lastly, a little tiny purple ray over here. Let me know in the comments, are you more of a sunrise or a sunset kind of person? I love both equally. All right, Very nice. Now I need to very carefully put everything down. I'm going to start with the tomb. So that will be down and done, and that'll be what I use as my anchor for the rest of the pieces. So I'll kind of scoot those out. And put this down. All right. Hopefully this is gonna look good. Sometimes I wish you all were were with me in person to bounce ideas off of. Might as well just start laying them down, and even if it's not perfect, it is about spending time in God's Word with the Lord, hopefully encouraging you as well in your faith. And it is okay to create imperfect pages. That can be kind of hard though. I'm such a perfectionist. Nice, you know, having a YouTube channel and an Instagram page, sometimes I feel like, oh, every time I create something, it has to be new, you know, some sort of new idea. But really, it just should be about spending time with the Lord. All right. I need to cut this a little bit. Sometimes I get nervous putting down these gigantic sheets of sticker paper because it can get very easily wrinkled. And I'm going to work on, normally I wait till the end to trim everything off, but I don't want this sticker paper to be attaching to other paper clips and whatnot. All right, 3 down, 4 to go. Now doing the yellow one. I think this page is going to turn out very pretty. I love all the pretty colors, and the alcohol inks match the alcohol ink in the tomb as well. I also think it's neat because you can still see through this and see through to the text below. Oh, it wrinkled. That's okay. It's such a giant piece. that will happen. All right. And just a few left. I'll do this orange one next. I'm trying to kind of angle the base of that to hug the tomb. This one will be a little tricky with the, with the giant crevice in the middle of the page. So let's see if we can get this to work. Just peel it little by little. And try and really push it in there. I think it will look really cool and dramatic. Lord willing. All right. Very neat. Okay, 2 more. Made this pink one really large. And then I'll have a little bit of room over here, and I think down here to do some journaling or to add one of the phrases over here. Oh, I wasn't quite ready to push that down. But I think I can maybe patch it with a little bit of the extra here. Didn't go down quite where I wanted it to. But you might sort of see it if I patch it, but let's see. I just cut a little bit here. Oh, that looks good. And then I also need to do it in the very corner. And then round this out. Ooh, that's looking so nice. Okay, 1 more to go. Unfortunately, the purple one went horribly wrong. I wasn't even filming. I thought, oh, I'll do this last one. Just take a break from filming for a sec. Oh, and it went totally over. I was able to peel some of it back and trim a little off, but I feel pretty sad. But this side still looks good. So I'm gonna cut It's a Glorious Day out, because I definitely want to use that one since it goes along with the song I was mentioning. And then I also want to use The Stone Was Rolled Away. So that one kind of fits nicely there and fills up the empty spot. I think I'll do this one up here. And then I do have my favorite thin permanent marker from Shuttle Art. And I'll have that linked down below on Amazon if you want to pick one up. It is an Amazon affiliate link, which means I get a little commission if you use that link to make a purchase. But I can use this to add the date. And I think that looks kind of cute. I feel like I need a little washi tape there, but then it will kind of disturb the rays. But I think I want to highlight at the rising of the sun. And put when am I filming this? March 27th. I'll add some of these lyrics here. I'm gonna put this between, something between them. because I don't want the permanent marker to bleed onto the other page there. So it says, "You called my name, then I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, into your glorious day." That is so beautiful because God gives, let's see, I'll put, Jesus gives new hope, new life, new beginnings. And I hope this video encourages you with that message. So a fairly simple page, but full of this reminder. So I'm going to read from Mark 16. Starting in verse 1, it says, "When the Sabbath was past, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James and Salome, had bought sweet spices, and they might come and anoint him. And very early in the morning, the first day of the week, they came unto the sepulchre at the rising of the sun. And they said to themselves, Who shall roll away the stone from the door? And when they looked, they saw the stone was rolled away." And so I just think that is such a beautiful reminder that God does seemingly impossible things. And I pray that whatever darkness that you are feeling, that God would just remind you that there is a new day coming, that there is new life and new hope and encouragement for you. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any Creative Faith videos. And I pray this weekend and every day that you take time to reflect on what does the empty tomb mean to you, and be reminded that there is glorious days ahead for those who believe and trust in the Lord. And if you ever have any questions about, what does it mean to believe in God? How can I give my life to the Lord? How do I repent and believe? And how can I be sure that I will be in heaven someday? Never hesitate to send me a direct message on Instagram or send me an email. I would love to share more with you about the hope that Jesus brings. So I will see you in the next video. Bye, friend.